what were the biggest fears or doubts you personally faced when leaving education?
I think the biggest one is, and I, talk a lot about this with my clients too, is like, what did I even want to do? For as long as I knew I wanted to go into education and
Yeah.
I wanted to teach music. And
Yeah.
I didn't really know much beyond that, to be honest. And I know that's the case for many, right? And so, because typically it's you go down, an administrative path or, right, maybe consulting of some sort. There's not a lot of very obvious paths to go down outside of education itself, right? So my first hesitation was, what the heck do I even want to do?
Yeah.
So I would say that would have been the first one. And then I would say the second piece that I really worked through was, you hear all the time as a transitioning teacher that, my skills are adaptable, right?
Yeah.
Classroom skills are adaptable into the corporate workforce, whatever you decide to do. And I obviously fully believe that. But when I was going through this myself back in 2020, 2021, I was like, what does that even mean? What skills do I even have that are transferable? It was kind of the thing of, I didn't even know really where to start, other than I knew I wanted to do something outside of education.
And what you just said is quite ironic because we teach children to discover their path. And then as teachers, we're lost if we take away the one thing that so it's like, okay, how does that equate?
Right.
How do we go from teach, okay, you could be anything you want to be, growth mindset, you could, and then we have an identity crisis, like, what am I gonna do next? And it's not like that's